Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, ABC. Okay. Oh, let me just check the stream again. Okay. Sounds like it's okay. So let me just, okay. Great. All right, so Game Cookie US Rocks VR here. How y'all doing today? I'm gonna try to get some testing done while we're streaming. Um, I mean, I could record the videos. That probably is better for my own personal, you know, sake, because I'm, YouTube. Obviously, if I ever get my YouTube channel canceled or taken down or whatever, then I lose all this content. But whatever. What are you gonna do? Um, anyway, so I installed. I did a video earlier. You can check that out in the channel. I'm installing the DLSS 3.5 mod in my various computers. I'm going to try to do my laptop next because I'm really curious of how everything's going to run on that. But right now I'm using my lowest card that I have, which is an RTX 2070. And we're going to see if the DLSS 3.5 mod works with it. Um, Now, frame generation is not going to work, but DLSS should, if I installed it correctly. It seemed like I did the 4090 one okay, I guess, but, you know, every time you transfer files and stuff, you can screw things up. So, all the links that you need, like to the mods, to the mod and to the other files that you need are in the description below. The instructions on the mod site should be easy enough for most people just to do it. It's not that hard. It's just drag and drop stuff basically and install Reshade. And installing Reshade is not really that intimidating. It seems like it is. But all you do is you just install it. It'll ask you where your exe file is. Like if you're on Game Pass, it won't be called you won't go to the starfield.exe file. You're going to go to um, the and I'm giving away my stuff here. I don't like that. It's going to be called the where is it? Oh, Game Launch Helper. That's the one that you're going to link to for your reshade. Okay. And then then you just hit next. Um, next, and then when you get to the part that asks you like what shaders you want to put in there, you just pick the the Fidelity FX um, thing. Are you serious? Microsoft wants to do an update? Are you kidding me? Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow. Not now. Crazy, ain't it? So I already have Starfield running. I'm starting out at 1440p, which is like too much for this card. So it's going to be 1440p, high settings, right? With DLSS off. So if we put up the overlay here, you can see that at 1440p we're getting a lovely 16 frames per second. Right? Very nice, right? So not really playable. All right. So if we put on if we enable FSR, which is not FSR, it's going to be DLSS. So you have to turn on FSR, right? And if you have it at 100% resolution scale, then you're going to be using deep learning anti-aliasing only. So that would be like the anti-aliasing that's built into the DLSS, and it's really good, you know. So, but it doesn't help your frame rate. It just helps to take um, the it deals with the anti-aliasing. So it'll make the game look a lot better. It did actually increase the frame rate slightly, which is kind of strange. So yeah, I mean everything looks way better than it did before. It's really weird how this game looks like here in this town, like my character, not that they look great in the beginning to begin with, but everything looks very cartoony. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So we can't really play at native with DLAA. So what we can do is we can put it on quality, which I believe is 75%. Although people say 65%, but I don't think that's right. I think 75% is quality. So if we have it on 1440p high, right? I don't know if you need it on ultra. I don't think it said anything about that. But if we put, I just have everything on high, and we're going to put it at quality mode. All right. And I turned off the film grain and the depth of field, and we're at 50% sharpening. So let's see, we went from, we had 20 frames per second. So it went up to 23. 21 still. See, I don't know, without the frame generation, I'm not sure if it really gives you a big boost in frame rate. So if we go to 65, or 60, yeah, we'll just go 65. 65. We're still at 23. Oh, what happened?
What's the matter with you?
Sorry, if it was freezing up. Yeah, it's like freezing up now for some reason. I hope I installed it correctly. Although I am streaming, so that may not be helping. So let's turn it to 50%. Now I checked the file earlier as far as like, yeah, so we're getting 20. I don't know why it's doing that. It shouldn't be doing that. Why it's so laggy. Alright, let's go back to 100%. Alright, now we're back. So for some reason it does not like, doing the slider. Now, I checked the. Let me autosave. Now let me quit the game again. I checked the file that I was supposed to check here. Um, so you go on the content and you type in .json, right? Config.json, open with Notepad. Now let's see here. Yeah, see, frame generation is on false. I mean, everything that's supposed to be, as far as I know. Let's see if we can, let's see here. Let me just double check, make sure I did everything right. So down here, it has the, like what all these modes mean. Like, it says DLSS mode to use. Since the game uses dynamic resolution, this will not affect image quality outside of changing the use preset. Only relevant for people with custom DLSS tweaks. Others should just use max performance. So I should be on max performance, right? Yeah, I'm on max performance. Let's see. DLSS preset. I forgot what A to F means. So he says keep it to default. Frame generation, well, we can't really enable that because it's not going to work. Sharpening, wait, I gotta shut that off, right? Okay, that might be what's messing me up. So I have to put this on false. NIS sharpening, I thought I did that already. I don't know if that's gonna help or what, but let's just save. Alright, let's see if that does anything to change. Um, let's close that. Let's start up Starfield again. I mean, 1440 just might be too much for this card. I mean, that's the bottom line. Alright, so dynamic resolution is on by default. But I don't know if that's supposed to be on. It just says it's on by default, so I don't know. I guess maybe you have to keep it on. Mm. But then if you do that, then it's gonna like keep it at like a flat rate, you know? So if you go home, you have to make sure that in reshade, fidelity, FX, contrast, I guess contrast, adaptive sharpening is supposed to be on. I think. Because I don't remember, I don't see anything else that's called that. Because he says turn something on that sounds like high contrast adaptive sharpening, but that's the only one I could find in reshade, so I don't know. Alright, let's continue and see if there's anything different here. Maybe because I had that NIS on, it messed it up. Now again, I am streaming, so that's gonna make it take a nice hit. So we're at 19 frames per second, which is definitely not, you know, ideal at all. So let's see if we can change this again. Let's go to, again, 75 and see if, well, let's go to 60. Let's just go to 66. All right, let's go to 66 and see if it jumps up. All right, so see, it's still at 22. Well, now it's up to, let's see here. It did adjust. It's like 22 that way. Yes, it doesn't really look like it's giving us any extra frame rates. So let's go to 50%. Whoa. I don't know why it doesn't. It does not like 50% for some reason. I have no idea why. It just does not like 50%. Alright, let's go back up to 100 again. Alright, so I'm going to change it to 1080p. Because, I don't know, this ain't working. Let me try to turn off dynamic resolution. And then I'm going to put it on full screen.
100%.
I don't know. I might have to change the desktop resolution. I don't know, this is not working out as good as it did on the other. Live and learn, you know? So let me change the desktop resolution to 1080p. Because it doesn't really have like a borderless windowed mode, you know what I mean? So it's at 60 hertz. So let me, I'm gonna restart the game. Just so it can, I don't know, load up all the textures and stuff properly. I got a cold, so forgive me. Yeah, the only one with this is the reshade. That's the only thing that confuses me. Like that's the only thing that I'm not sure if I got it right. They do have another mod, you know, that you can use that doesn't require reshade. So I don't know if that's the problem or what. Alright, so we're back on, let's see, no DLSS. Let's turn that off. So we're at 1080p high, which probably is too much, right? So let's go down to medium, turn off motion blur, turn off FSR, and let's see where we're at. Alright, let's see where we're at. Now, really, the whole point, I think, of the DLSS for the like the RTX 20 and 30 series is just to make it look better, right? Because FSR upscaling just does not look good. So I think it's not really going to give you like a performance increase, you know? And I do apologize if you feel like I'm wasting your time. Alright, so, you know, this is just really bad, right? I mean,
That is so romantic.
1080p medium on a 2070 and it's getting 26 frames per second. I mean, that's just like quite ridiculous, actually. Crazy, ain't it? So let me turn on DLSS and see what happens here. Alright. So I guess it looks a little better. So let's go to, let's try again and see if it keeps freezing up. I don't know why it does. 75.
It's only a few months. Just be patient.
Alright, so we're 30 that way and 28 this way. Right? So again, I don't know. The resolution is so low, you know, it's like, it's hard to really, unless you have side-by-side comparisons, it's like, see, dynamic resolution is on now. See, I don't think it's supposed to be on. I'm not sure like what the deal is there anyway. So let's put it on 50% resolution scale on medium. See if it freezes again. So now we're up to 34 frames per second. See, normally that over there is flickering quite a bit. There's a slight flickering there, but not much. So if we turn off, yeah, it's flickering a lot more now. See it? It's like a whole lot more flicker. See, now if we turn on DLSS, it's gonna, that'll go away. See? I mean, it's just very slight. You can see something, you know? Yeah, this is just crazy. So if we put it on 50%, now how is this on again? I'm confused. This thing keeps changing. So now we're at 50% resolution scale. Which is pretty low, man. But we are getting, like, I'm just curious about these railings here when you turn off DLSS. Like, you can see the textures move along, you know, this edge here. Things are, there's a lot of that going on as you move across. I don't know if you can notice that or not. There's like a lot of shimmy, but I think that's a dynamic resolution. I think that makes it worse, you know, I really do. But it is off, actually. I don't know. So if we turn it back on, you have it still, but it's not as bad as it was before, especially over here. See? You don't have the railings going crazy. It's still a little bit happening here where that I guess shadowing is, or whatever that is. But over there, it's definitely better. So the DLAA is definitely working. You know, it definitely makes the presentation better as far as the shimmies go. Now, if we turn the sharpening up, wow, it's already up to 70. Jeez, that's pretty nuts. So if we go down to 66, oh, what happened? I hate. Get off. No. Let's hope it. Let's not use dynamic resolution. Let's hope it doesn't crash again. All right, that's better. All right. So now, actually, we are at 66%, and we're getting. It looks like just about 30. Now we could turn this back up to high maybe. Let's try it. Motion blurred off. Um, Dynamic off. And we'll turn this down to 50. Let's see if we can get away with that. Yeah, it doesn't like that for some reason. I don't know why. It doesn't like 50%. Like, it's like, I don't know. What's going on with that? It seems like 60%, 66 is pretty much what it likes. We can turn the shadows down, like all the reflections, the ambient occlusion for sure, grass quality, and contact shadows. So we'll keep particle quality, volumetric lighting, crowd density, and indirect lighting. And we'll see how that fares. How does that do? Still can't get over 30.
I tell you, I can't imagine leaving.
I will not tolerate the theft of any nearby objects.
Let's try 75. Let's try low. With indirect light. Let's do indirect lighting, particle quality, and volumetric on medium. I'm not sure about contact shadows. Turn that off. Let's put this up to 75. See if we can get. So we're at 32. Boy, look at them shadow. Look at the shadow quality. Oh my god. Yuck. Wow. Pretty bad. I mean, they really didn't do a good job with this game. Alright, so what if we turn shadow quality to medium? Well, it looks a little better. Oh yeah, definitely improved.
Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures, picking away at the leftovers.
Yeah, that really makes a big difference. The shadows. Just turning them up to medium. Way better. But unfortunately, we're going to have to turn down the resolution to 66, I guess. 65, I guess. Can we stay over 30?
I do feel betrayed. But they keep saying they've changed. Maybe I should give them a second chance?
Well, the water, whenever you go towards the water, it's always going to be dropping. But it looks like, I guess if we move, it's going to drop. Alright, so that looks like it's going to stay at 30. Like when you're moving, it's going to drop a little, right? So we're only using we're using about 140 watts of power. So that's not too bad. We got 42% CPU utilization. Wow, that's nuts. Isn't that crazy? So this is the worst case scenario, I guess. So we're going to keep this setting. Now again, remember that the purpose of the mod for the 2000 series and 3000 series cards is just for clarity, right? Just to clear up some of the mess that FSR causes, right? You're still going to have some, you know, weird stuff going on like here on the edges. You know, I'm not sure what that is, but like out here, you shouldn't have too much crazy stuff going on in the distance. You still might see some subtle, but it would be a lot worse, right, if you didn't have the DLSS. It's very blurry. I mean, right now everything is super blurry at this resolution. I mean, what are we at, 720 or something? Oh, there's no sharpening. Why isn't this sharpening on? Let's put the sharpening up to 75 and see if that makes it look better. I hate sharpening now. Yeah. That's a little better. Still pretty blurry off in the distance, but definitely better up close. You know? Again, we're at such a low resolution, it's like, you know, just terrible. I tell you, man, they really just, it's funny like these models, right? Like, these two women look fine. Well, this woman looks fine. Her eyes are normal. This woman, you know, she's got freaky eyes a little bit. But then this lady here really has like, how do I talk to her? Stop.
Word of advice?
Stop.
Steer clear of the well.
Hey. See, she really has like the wild eyes. So they really just did a piss poor job of, you know, they could have definitely did better on these characters. That's all I got to say. Alright, let's go to a city. Since we're about 30 frames per second now, I think. We can hurry up and get this show on the road here. So I'll go to the Sol system. Oh. Where are we at here? Oh, I wonder how Neon would look. I should go to Neon, huh? Neon's pretty lit up. Let's jump there. Oh, maybe there's nothing here. This is not where Neon is. Oh, no. Where the heck is Neon? Star Station? Star Station? What's here? Mining outpost, civilian outpost. Oh, this planet's really close to the sun. I don't really want to be there. What's this thing? Fracking station. Hmm. Oh, was I supposed to be here? Come to my farm? Is this a distress call? I don't see anything. Abandoned hangar. Oh. Ah, nope. How far is this? I'm not exactly sure where that distress call came from. Is this a ship? Do I have to go to the ship location?
You Emulous vessels. Word. Deliver a message. Colonists in the system. Emergency. Come to my farm. Urgent.
I don't know, this game really drives me nuts. It's like I'm clicking on that little dot, and it's saying it's on this thing here, but there's nothing showing. Yeah, let me get in my quest log here. Oh, here we go. There we go. Alright, let's try it and see what happens. Alright, wasn't I just here? Ah. What in the world? Land, right. Thought that's what I did already.
Gear looks green. Ready to land.
Alright, I have my spacesuit on. Alright, so we're getting...
You're looking splendid today, Captain.
36 FPS in the ship here. I'm curious to see how bad it looks. So let's turn off FSR or DLSS. Well, obviously it looks clear because now I'm in native. But there's just a lot of aliasing going on in this. Like, I don't know if you can see all that. Especially when you move, there's just a lot of... You probably can make it out even in the video. You can see a lot of the little glistening. That's all the like lines around the textures. You know what I mean? So the DLSS will mitigate, should mitigate that a lot. Right? So if we turn it down to even 75, I don't know what I was at before. There's still a little bit like in that spot, but a lot of the little ones went away. So we got to turn it down to 66 to get 65 just to get a pretty good amount of FPS here. Alright, so now we're like in the low 30s, so that's better. Yeah, that might be like a reflection or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, a lot of the little glistening things have gone away, except for that one down there. I'm imagining that's a reflection or something. She looks okay close up. So let's go to the planet. See what our FPS is outside. Make sure we don't have on dynamic resolution scale, which it is on. Alright, so I turned off the dynamic resolution. Alright, how do we get out of here now? So outside, now we're getting... I mean, everything looks very soft. It looks like a 10-year-old game, for sure. I mean, it looks okay, you know. I'm playing on a 50-inch screen, so I mean, it's gonna look a lot worse on a 50-inch screen. But like on my, let me make sure I got this right here. Yeah, that's correct. You know, on a small screen, it should look okay. Should look a lot better. Hey, Mr. Lopez.
I'm not afraid to use this to defend my home and my family. But you sure as hell don't look like any spacer I've seen before.
Okay.
I'm not afraid to use this to defend my home and my... You sure as hell don't look... So let me get this straight. You heard a distress call and you flew all the way down here. What are you, some sort of priest or good Samaritan? I didn't know people like you were real, but I got a heap load of problems. And I'm willing to pay my share for the help.
Oh yeah? That's what everybody says.
Couldn't we all, right? Used to be 4 families that list help set up stakes in this system. We rarely saw eye to eye in the best of times, and believe me, True, these ain't the best of times. Spacers started raiding, and it's been getting worse. Only a matter of time before they end us all. Unless you're willing to help some hard-working, pig-headed settlers out. Really? I had no idea. The spacers have taken out the family's list satellites, so we can't even talk to each other. Isolate and eliminate, a classic tale. You fix the Lopez satellite, and I'll open a secure channel, and we can sync up and get the lay of the land. And then get all of our satellites operational.
Okay.
I have. Twice. I took out the old pickup. Last time I tried, I barely made it out alive. They're using the damn satellites as bait. My ship just isn't up for facing spacers. But yours, a whole different animal.
I don't have a great spaceship.
It might be I'm getting caught up in the moment, but I actually feel optimistic for once. Thanks.
So I gotta go up there. I guess I gotta do a space fight. Ugh. Not really looking forward to that. Let me save here. Not looking forward to it.
Please disregard.
Do you, Captain?
Yeah. Who would have thought the days of the 2070
Where are we going?
would end so
What are we
quickly?
doing?
You know?
What's next for me and you?
I can't believe that we're only getting barely 35 frames per second inside the ship. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Alright, so what do we gotta do here now? I gotta go up and fight. Ugh, good grief, man. to level. Is this a bad guy? I'm gonna end up dying probably. Whoa! What? Oh my God! Where did this guy come from? Oh my goodness! That's ridiculous. I hate these fights, man. They're really annoying. Cause I can't even see them. Like you always get attacked by more than one ship too, which is dumb. Oh my God, what the frick, man? It's like you never can fight just one. Oh man, I'm gonna end up blowing up for the first time. I didn't even like evade him. Like I'm trying to get. That's pretty freaking stupid. This game really sucks. It does. In a lot of ways. Like there's like where did the other ship come from? Like
Please disregard. I
what do I got?
attempted
Oh.
an informal greeting, but
What,
I
I gotta
am
go down again?
dissatisfied
I
with
thought
the
I
results.
What? Why do I gotta go down here again?
Captain, it is pleasant
I
to
already
see
talked
you.
to him.
I heard you're fluent in over 24 verbal and body languages.
Alrighty, let's try this again. So the game looks better with the DLSS, but the problem is
Point reached. Orbit stable.
Alright, so how many do we have out here? See, I can only fight one ship at a time. You know what I mean? So it's like, where did the other ship come from? That's what I would like to know. What the frick? How do they see me that? So now they're all shooting at me now. And I can't even maneuver the frickin' ship. Why? Like, you can't evade anybody. It's like, you can't, like, there is no space. Like, you can't even, like, fly around the other side of the planet. Like, it's like, what? I'm assuming I'm just too low for this, because I'm getting killed too fast, so. I don't know. Why do they give you a quest if you're too low? You know what I mean? They did not do this well. And other people are cheating. You know? Where the frick is Neon? Like, you can't type in anything. Like, nowhere you can't type anything in. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know where Neon is. I forgot. Over here, maybe? Neon, here we go. Wow. Visit your rented room? goodness. Oh yeah, I haven't been in my room in a while. So we're getting like low 40s. Low 40s. So if we turn off DLSS, what are we gonna get in here? Nothing good. That's for sure. .34 frames per second. So DLSS, so it is doing something. But everything looks, I don't know. It looks more pixelated, I guess you could say. And there's a lot of shimmy stuff going on.
Clover over at Kelp Corp. She's too good for Neon. Sounds like she's trying to help someone or something.
It's
Honestly,
definitely way more pixelated. You can tell it's like a super low resolution. So if we turn on DLSS again, and we put it on 65.
I kind of tuned her out.
Now it just looks soft. The pixelation now has been, I guess, rounded out, basically. So it's a lot softer. So I'm going to my rented room, which I never went to yet, I don't think. Now GPU utilization is only at 81%, so go figure. I don't understand that. Laser weapons, huh? Does that count for your ship too? Shall we sleep? Let's sleep.
Wow, you are the soundest sleeper I've ever seen.
So you just sat there the whole time? What we got here? Oh, we got a kitchen. How nice.
I see what you've made there. Smart.
So I can't make anything, of course. Because that would be too easy. Okay, so am I done in here? Visit my apartment? What do we do? What am I supposed to do? I'm visiting my room. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Can't take a shower. Can't take a dump. Can't wash. Alright, I visited my apartment here, so oh, nah, I didn't want to take that. Ugh. Crap. Alright, so how many times am I supposed to sleep?
Well, well. Look who decided to rejoin the world.
My God, how long am I supposed to sleep for? frick? This game is so annoying. Okay, bed, sleep, how long? My gosh. So I put it for 24 hours, so I don't know. This game is funny because it's like you can fast travel from planet to planet, city to city, system to system like in an instant. But when you lie down to go to sleep, it's like they make you wait through it. Like what? It's like what who was the designer of this game? That's what I'd like to know. Like who came up with these
Oh, hey
ideas?
there. Nice long rest, eh?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm visiting the freaking room. Am I supposed to talk to her or something?
To Venus?
Jesus.
No, it's fine. Go ahead. You mean apart from being the chair of Constellation for the past 5 years? Well, let's see. I pride myself with my aptitude for astrodynamics, calculating optimal trajectories for grav jumping. That's been quite useful in the past. And as far as planetary exploration, my area of expertise is botany. So don't worry, I won't let you eat anything that might put you in the hospital. Bye for now.
I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Do I just leave now? It's like, why is the quest thing still there? Sit, maybe? Wait? Oh. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. Let's see. Let's wait 6 more hours. I don't know. I give up. I visited the room. Not sure what I'm supposed to do in there. I mean, I made something from the cooking station, so that pretty much should have said I was in the room.
Welcome. Are you here to book a room? To tell you the truth, not really. He won't hassle me. As you can imagine, business. Maybe after you've rented a room for a few nights. Sorry. Remember, we always have plenty of amazing rooms at reasonable rates.
Welcome, off-worlder, to the Hotel Bullseye. Your home away from home, here on Neon. Our beds are comfortable.
Yeah, so we're getting...
Louisiana keeps demanding you looking...
I don't know, man. I don't think we can go much lower without it looking really bad. I mean, we're already pretty much low. I don't think any of this other stuff is really going to give us more FPS. You know? I mean, again, we can go down to 50% resolution, but man, that's going to be so low.
Her husband's murder. Yeah, right. Still.
So it looks like the most we can get is like, there's 49 that way, 45 that way, 54 that way, 45 this way.
Have you tried one of our advanced teller machines? GalBank ATMs are spread throughout the settled systems, so you can do your banking your own way.
Be sure you never find yourself on the wrong end of a bounty.
God, load this, load that. It's so ridiculous. Too much loading. I can't believe that they can't, like, load this whole base. Right? Like, why not just load this whole base? Like, consoles can't handle that? Well, this looks... Well, again, I'm on a big screen, so it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, I guess it kind of looks okay if you're on a small screen. I suppose. We're at, well, actually, we're down in the 30s again in here. Maybe because of the particles? Not sure. Probably a lot of particle effects.
I'd be making a fortune if they'd let us fish from
Let me turn it up to 65 again. Yeah, because I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference. We are like hitting 29 through this right here. I think it's because of the particles. Let's turn down the particle effects. Let's turn that to low. Yeah, it didn't. It might have helped a little. Nah, it's still 29. Yeah, it's not really gonna help. I mean, it gave us 1 frame per second more. So I don't know if that's worth enough. Really.
rather be doing this than getting fixed up.
It's just at this resolution, it's gonna be like, you know, not a great experience unless you're on a small screen. Oh. I've never been to this part of the city. Wow, this is really putting a hurtin'.
Oh, it smells horrible down here. Oh, how can these workers stand the smell of rotten fish and goodness knows what else?
Let's put it on 50%. Let's put it on 55. Can we get a little more? Yeah, we got a couple frames. I guess we're gonna stay over 30 now. Yeah, so that'll put us over 30.
Again. Damn. Why isn't the insect protecting us? Isn't that what we're paying them for?
Yeah.
Gangs.
Oh, you don't have to worry about it.
Well, there you go. Hello. I'm sorry if I sound rude, but would you mind coming back later?
But
We're actually closed right now. I just forget to pull down the shutters. Oh, you're so kind. I really appreciate what you're trying to do, but I don't feel strong enough to talk. Perhaps another time. I'm afraid not, but come.
Are you kidding me? Ugh. They tell me to go talk to her, and then they say come back tomorrow. What the frick?
You look kind of hungry. Can I get you something?
Let's wait. So tomorrow. What's tomorrow? 8 hours from now, hopefully?
Try some trawl?
Alright, you open now?
I said I'd talk to you sometime tomorrow.
My goodness, man, what the frick?
No trouble at all.
I just waited. Alright, let's wait again. Alright, wait. Alright, so let's see. 24 hours. Again. So 24 hours will definitely be past tomorrow. At least as far as she's concerned, what tomorrow is.
Oh, there you are. I'm feeling a bit...
Yeah.
The thing is, well, I lost my husband Thomas last week. He supposedly had a heart attack and fell from the upper platform. Of course, that's the official word from Neon Security. I'm not so sure they're telling me the truth. Spoken like someone who spent more than a day here. This place grows on you like a cancer. How that security officer could stand there and tell me Thomas died of a heart attack. Well, it's a damn lie is what it is. I'm sorry, this is my problem. You're just here to shop, and here I am. Oh my. You're the first person in this awful, awful city that's reached out to help me. Thank you. The truth is all I've ever wanted. I suppose the proper place to start would be with Neon Security's witness, Tevin Anastas, that pompous ass over at the Emporium in Neon. Just please be very careful. Tevin owns the Emporium over in Bayou Plaza. He's a horribly overbearing, pretentious man who wouldn't dare set foot in the underbelly. The strange thing is, we've never had to deal with him in person. Why he'd be involved in Thomas's death is absolutely beyond me.
Well, you just might be delusional, lady. But we'll find out.
My husband and I opened the shop about 8 years ago. We were hoping to cater to the workers at Generdyne and Xenofresh. The business has had its ups and downs, but lately our rent has skyrocketed, so we've been forced to raise our prices. Unfortunately, the workers assumed we were becoming greedy, and as a result, we've had a couple of incidents with shoplifting and some vandalism. Honestly, well, I'm just trying to make a living. Be careful. Neon is a dangerous place.
Well, I don't really think there's much more I can do here. I mean, I think the game, the 2070, I don't know. It might be just too weak. I mean, it shouldn't be too weak. You know, I'm not saying that it shouldn't be running this game better than it is. I mean, I just think that this game is just like, I don't know, man. It's just horribly done. Like, I don't know. The engine, maybe the engine just sucks. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just really weird. You know? I mean, we can try to put it on 1080p. You know, and see like what we can get as far as you know, 1440p and then turn it down, but I don't think it's going to work because we tried that already. um Oh, what's that doing there? Why did that go over there? So let's change it to 50% resolution scale. Drop everything to low. And put it up to 1440. Put it on full screen.
Things have gotten pretty bad in Epside.
So now we're at low. 1440p low. At 50% resolution scale. And we're getting 32 frames per second right here, so I don't know. Maybe the GPU wasn't being utilized before. Let's go back to this
Frank Rennick's all in a twist because his robot got vandalized. We had a good laugh about it back at the station.
So it looks like it's running at 1440. That's weird, huh? Jeez. Interesting. Yeah, maybe we were just CPU bound before. It's 36 frames per second there. 36. 32, 31. 34. Let's go to the corridor back here and see what we get back there.
That sounds great.
Everybody's floating.
How's everything with you? I've got no complaints. I mean, my life isn't perfect, but whose is? I've got it good, all things considered.
So down here we're getting 31 frames per second.
Not sure how much longer I can survive.
So the card is running better at 1440. Interesting. So everything on low, 50% resolution scale. You know, I guess you have to decide on whether you want to go 1080p or 1440, I don't know. I'm tired of trying to figure out this game. It's just weird. So we're getting like the 40s here. That's why I said this game scales really weird. Like, I was having that same issue on the other. My other video cards, where you would change resolutions and you would still get the same performance. But the only thing that would change is like how your screen looked. You know? Good grief, shut up. My God. It's like everything's just constantly talking. Where's gameplay? God. Where's the subtitles? Yeah, let's turn off. Like everywhere you run past is like somebody talking.
Interesting.
Neon
This
Mining
district
Lounge.
certainly provides evidence that spread from their tower and out into the city.
Well, I don't know, man. So we're getting like the 40s here,
You know, I
so
went to chef school.
it looks like 1440 low settings, 50% resolution scale. No dynamic resolution. So I don't know, like, why it was giving me such an issue in the beginning, because it wasn't getting, I don't think it was getting that much performance. In fact, it was crashing on us for some reason. Acting weird. Anyway, so I guess I'll have to put like a marker, you know? So let's see what happens when we turn it off and go 1440p low. Is it going to be the same? Alright, so we're at 2930.
Get lost. I have a job
So
to
we're
do.
at 30 frames per second.
Everything
1440p
good?
low
Nothing to
doesn't look
report?
great, but
Pretty slow day so
I mean,
Hopefully
it
we'll
looks
see some
kind of
action
crappy.
soon. I'm tired of just waiting around.
So we get about 10 frames per second more. And the pixelation stuff is, you know, jagged edges are,
What are you looking at?
you know, gone for the most part. And everything looks a bit softer, so. Yep, so that's it. Alright guys, anyway. Thanks for watching. I'll try to do the laptop next. And then I'll see how the 2080 Ti fares. Also. Alright, peace. Let me do a, what do you call it? Let me do a photo mode here. Photo mode. It's gonna look really crappy, but hey. Oh, yeah. I have to be like in third person, I guess. That's all she wrote. Bye.